Okay, everybody, welcome back. We're here at the 2017 X-Wing Store Championship at Huzzah Hobbies in Ashburn, Virginia for the semifinal round. I'm Aaron Utley. I'm joined by Derek Tokaz.
Hello.
Paul had to head out, so won't have him for the rest of the event. Yeah, I know. No, I know you. Yeah. So the setup we're looking at here, we have Ron Brannan running his run on a Fair Rebel list. Biggs, Lowrick with Draw Their Fire, Chopper Tactician, Rex, Jess Pava, R2D6, Selflessness Pattern Analyzer, and Integrated Astromech. Caleb running a very similar list. Biggs, R3 Astromech IA, Lowrick with Ray, Tactician, Selflessness, Rex, and then a Gold Squadron BTL-Y wing with TLT and B3A2.
You want to remind us what the R3 Astromech does?
Why don't you do that?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll have to look that up. Well, actually, by the time I look it up, someone in the, if anybody wants to remind me what the R3 Astromech does, just do that in chat.
Let's see. R5 is a repair droid, so it's not that one. R2 is the green maneuvers. R3, it's not R3A2, just a regular R3.
There, that'll get an answer. I added a new little when things go badly. All right, here we go. R3 lets you cancel a focus result for an evade.
Oh, this is a new one, I think, out of Heroes, and we just got the thumbs up from Ronald Brannan, indicating that I believe he is forfeiting.
I think he's probably forfeiting.
Oh, or they're starting the game. All right.
All right, so we'll have to figure out. I'm not sure who's got initiative. We'll figure that out in a second.
So there goes Jess. It's an interesting choice on Biggs for R3, because you really need him to shoot before the enemy to get the effect on it, but that will work in this match, depending on who has initiative. Yeah, so he's moving first, which will allow him to get the R3 bonus.
Wait, what's going on?
That is Caleb's Biggs.
Why didn't Caleb's Rex move?
Because he's cheating.
No, he's backing him
And
up.
he's going to back it up.
That's okay.
Biggs dials in the classic 3-4, 3 reverse maneuver.
All right, so Caleb has initiative.
Yeah, I kind of agree with the comments that droid was written off pretty early, but I think with this squad's ability to pass damage around through selflessness, it might be useful, but I think I'd actually like it more in Ron's version that has a little more passing happening.
And it looks like they decided to just go ahead and move everything. And there they go, clearing off for turn 2.
Now, I do really like Tactician on the new Wookiee gunship. With the 180-degree arc.
Sure.
That range 2 bubble is really big. And I think it's going to help out a lot against these sort of mirror matches where being able to stress their ship so they can't get turned around, which Rebels really need their K-turns. And you just get to restrict their options. Although Biggs really likes to do 1 and 2 forwards, so it might not be too devastating here.
So this is setting up a little bit like in the second or third round, we saw Ron run against a Dash Miranda list where he had to turn in hard like this right off the bat.
I think with the rock spacing, Ron's in really nice position. He's going to be flying past that asteroid in the middle, where if Caleb also turns in next round, that might mess up his K turns down the road. Or Ron's going to have just like some nice big empty space to maneuver into after the first pass. And that's a lesson I actually learned playing Ron in like my first couple months of playing the game.
What was that?
Where he flew out of the asteroids, K-turned into the empty space on the side of the board, and I had to be stuck K-turning into rocks, and just got mopped up.
And so the rest of his guys are going to turn in.
Jess looks pretty far in front, though.
Well, with
The other ships can catch up. You can just
right, but
give her a slow maneuver and everybody else
the
goes
BTL-Y
faster.
can't shoot at him.
Yeah.
So, but a little surprising. Not sure what he's got planned there.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Caleb's setup, because when he turns in, this straight line is going to turn into a straight column, and it's going to put Rex way far at the back, possibly out of range of the ships that he wants to be shooting at. He might end up having to split his fire if they don't all have range on Biggs in the next round. Whereas you can see what Ron's going to have is tighter formation here. Having Rex and Biggs directly in line with each other really helps a lot. Ron is running a similar list of Pauls. The difference is that Paul had the Wookiee Commandos on Larrick, and he also had auto thrusters on Jess Pava.
So it looks like Jess is going to have to shoot at Biggs.
But Ron's getting a free shot here, which is not bad.
Couple hits. No evades. Got to spend the focus. So one into shields.
The reinforced token. Yep. And no rerolls for Jess because she got out a little too far ahead of her buddies there. But, free shot is a free shot.
Sure. Our other semifinal match is Duncan Howard and Nathan Gasai. We've seen both of them on the stream today. They're playing at another table about 20 feet from us here.
Yep. Duncan is using his fun Palp shuttle list, just proving once again that Palpatine needs to be nerfed.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, after just bloodbath in the last round, I think it's his dice that need to be nerfed. Nerf Duncan's dice. That was crazy.
Then in his height, all the tall players get an unfair advantage.
He's very
they
tall.
see the tabletop down.
Right. What is Ron doing? There he goes. Initiative.
I'm surprised Ron didn't get a little more aggressive with Lorik's positioning. Or have we gotten a official pronunciation guide for the Wookiee names?
No, I think everyone just calls it low. All right, so we're going to get
think probably 140. Yeah, because he's got to make sure that everybody else can catch up. That's stress control. I didn't realize. Yeah, he's got 2 different stress mechanics on his squad. Caleb does. So he potentially taps somebody with 3 stress.
Sure. The 2 out
Unfortunately
of
for him, that's going to be Biggs, and Biggs is already planning on taking just a bunch of stress from R46.
kind of indifferent. Yeah.
Yeah, but late game, that could be pretty decisive.
And there's a bump. So yeah, he's going to let them just slinky back up into the back of Jess.
Yeah. Tim is asking about R3 Astromech. That is the one that allows you, when attacking, you can cancel. Does it cancel your eyeball results to gain an evade token?
Gain and evade, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. We'll figure it out when they use
Yeah,
it.
I mean, that's what I was told, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Looks like Caleb's got some pilot skill issues navigating his guys through there.
Yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately, that leaves his lower pretty badly out of position, stringing back there, but it won't last long.
Right.
And we've already established Biggs, all the stress.
Yeah, but looking at the position of Ron's Biggs, he's probably already determined he's doing a 1-bank next turn.
So what we're seeing there is, I guess, Caleb's
Should have been Caleb's.
Biggs or Lorik.
I think he's checking Lorik now, which Lorik may have a shot to Jess.
Big shot and missed. Lorik, I guess, has a shot on. It's range 3, so no tactician. And 2. And a couple of 8s from Rob. So natties. Natties.
I don't know why they're thinking about who has to shoot at who.
Yeah, this would be Ron's, Biggs, and Lorik.
I guess
Biggs, I mean, it has to shoot Biggs.
Lorik is out of range of Biggs, so he could actually shoot at Lorik. I think that's a bad idea, though.
That's 3, so that was Biggs. 1 evade, so he just pulled 1 shield off
That looked like Biggs.
Biggs. And there's a single crit and 1 evade.
Yeah, I think even if you have a shot at somebody that's not protected by Biggs, you still go ahead and shoot at Biggs because he's going to be protected later in the game anyways. I think it's folly to try to shoot around him.
That's, yep, we got that, guys.
Help, I'm
So
being
that's,
suppressed.
yeah.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
Oh, it doesn't have the little token.
He does. He put it on.
Oh, is it over there?
Yeah.
There's
Although the
2
card
evades.
actually says assign the card, not assign the condition.
Cheaters.
Yep.
This is Travis, right?
I think that's Tim.
It's Tim. There's a capitalization difference that confuses me.
Travis is like TLJF, I think.
Picks players like in their choices. What do we got? So,
I will point
3.
out that the non-Roncon player is not original non-Roncon,
oh, I see.
or the commentator. So don't anyone
So it was Jess.
listen to him.
1 evade. Who was just shooting at there?
I would think Biggs.
Big, yeah.
Yeah. checking for selflessness, I believe. And, oh, it looks like he was out of range for selflessness. Oh, it is Travis.
Travis Johnson.
That's probably a lie.
It probably is a lie. Lying liar. Isn't that actually a lie? Aren't you, in fact, a liar? Where did I see that? I can't remember. Yeah, see, the whole Telestrator gimmick is a little tricky to use. That was the gold putting stress on Biggs.
Yeah. I do really like the BTL against Biggs.
And that was that his primary? Or his
That's the
second
TLT.
TLT shot?
Yeah. I don't know what he's contemplating here.
Ugh.
Yeah. But the TLT is really nice against Biggs because it's going to... You can't effectively draw their fire away.
Mm.
Selflessness at most cancels one.
Mm-hmm.
Lori passing the reinforce might cancel none. You might just not have an opportunity where you only needed one more evade.
Look at you catching shade. Actually, Derek did make the cut. He dropped. He didn't feel like playing. Derek was supposed to be playing Duncan right now, and he passed. He was expecting someone who's typically late and is late in that person's fashion.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out here because I'd rather play Rune Wars, the new fantasy miniature games set in the world of Terranoth from Fantasy Flight Games. But thank you for the hashtag Anna Kendrick eye roll. I appreciate that. Always a welcome eye roll.
All right, so dials are going down. This is going to be a mess.
Yep.
Fake news.
I absolutely did not want to play against Duncan's dice.
Dude, Duncan's dice are absurd today.
Yeah, it's amazing how Sensor Cluster and Palpatine make your dice really good.
Wow, I mean, it was just rolling, like, he would hit 2 crits, and then add a crit to it. I was like, oh.
Meanwhile, today I had 2 cluster missile shots, or not cluster missiles, 2 cruise missile shots blank out.
Nice.
One of them got 1 damage through with a crack shot, so that's...
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
Gotta get that one through.
It's important.
That's what makes the difference.
Hey, that 1-point crack shot is good
Makes
investment.
it all worthwhile.
All right, so this is interesting. BTL is pulling off. I would have probably just run him up and tried to...
Just jam up the works.
Yeah, and just put damage into somebody.
Yeah, everybody's going to be able to get past him now.
Although depending on positioning, in 2 rounds, that Y-Wing might still be out of position. Because it's a Y-Wing.
Alright.
It's just gonna... I think this is probably a
Talon roll, I would assume.
Yep.
So there's a Talon roll.
Oh, he's got pattern analyzer, not prime thrusters.
So he'll boost.
I don't know about that. I guess she's still going to be protected by Biggs, so this is just going to let her try to light up that Y-Wing.
Yeah.
I don't know how important that is right now, though. The Y-Wing's not going away for a long time.
I have to see where Biggs ends up. Ron's Biggs.
Yeah, and just getting out of the way may hand Caleb a few extra actions this round. Oh, I think Ron's Biggs staying put. It's going to give that Y-Wing a little love tap.
Who are we looking at? Rex?
Yeah.
3 straight. Two bank. The most noble of maneuvers. Are the Norwegian TOs still refusing to accept the Croc booklet? Huh? I don't know what he's talking about.
So the question there is about how Jabba the Hutt works, and this the rules insert with the C-Rock says the illicit tokens use the rule on the Jabba the Hutt card.
Okay.
However, the tournament regulations say that the rules for tournaments are the tournament regulation document, the FAQ, and the rules reference, and not anything else. So the C-Rock rule insert is not actually part of the rules for tournament play. Get good before you try to out rules lawyer me.
I am entirely baffled by that entire exchange.
Yeah, it's a.
It's a head scratcher for me. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back. You need anything? There.
No, I'm fine. All right, Aaron's away, so now the real fun can begin. Well, Jombler, you have picked a fantastic time to ask that question because the person who has their setup is away from the camera, so I can say yes, there is. I don't believe a camcorder because I'm pretty sure that's a piece of 1980s technology, and I don't know what a capture card is. But there's some really bright lights and some sort of digital thing. That's all I got for you. So I believe this is Caleb's Biggs shooting into Jess. Yes, it has a potato connected to it through the microphone.
All right. What did I miss?
Somebody asking about your setup, and I've informed them that the potato is connected through the microphone, and that is what they are hearing right now. Yes, that's the joke, Ned.
potatoes. Many potatoes. Oh, look, there's many Twizzlers. Would you like Twizzlers?
I would like some Twizzler. Do the Twizzlers break off?
Just take
That's a lot of Twizzles.
I didn't realize 10 Twizzlers came in one
man.
thing. It's a bargain.
So yes, you can see the dice results, which I know took you quite a while to figure out how to do that.
It took me a couple of years to figure out how to do that.
Unfortunately, in the middle of this scrum, we have no idea who's shooting at who. So
Yeah, I'm not really paying
you
attention.
can see it, but
Yeah, the setup's gotten pretty involved. I should probably go through it and take some pictures and post instructions, but there's a lot going on at this point. But the focus on the table is mostly lots of light and a pretty expensive camera, which you guys bought. So thank you. It is. Actually, real quick, let me turn the chat off real quick. If you would like to support the channel and get a sweet set of crit tokens, go to my GoFundMe campaign, Steel TV-Upgrade, and contribute $15 or more, and I'll send you a set of crit tokens.
so Ron's Rex just shot at Caleb's Rex.
Okay.
Oh, and Caleb's Rex has 2 damage cards on him right now.
Kevin, what I'll do, I'll go in. I have a public wish list on Amazon that lists all the equipment I have. And what I'll do is I'll go update that, and I'll post it on the Steel Enterprises page on Facebook. You should be able to figure out how everything's connected, but it's a ton of stuff. I mean, it goes in 3 giant rolling bags now.
And Caleb's bigs just dropped. I believe that was just shooting range 1 into bigs.
Okay, so we've lost a Biggs.
Yeah, and Caleb's got a lot of damage already. His Y-Wing is down 2 shields. TIE Fighter's down to 1 hull. Now, where stuff gets pretty interesting with this, with Rex, I don't think Caleb's going to have a good opportunity for it, but he can shoot bigs in 1 round, apply suppressing fire, and then the next round, Biggs shoots before Rex. And if Rex doesn't have to shoot at Biggs, he shoots Jess, moves the suppressing fire over to Jess, and then Jess shoots while suppressed. So you can kind of toy around with different pilot skills to get 2 ships suppressed in the same round.
Well, that's nice.
And here comes the Y-Wing. Picking up a 3rd stress token. And I think that Y-Wing might just have Ron's Jess come right back on it. He's not really in position to follow up because one bank's gonna bump into Biggs.
It's gonna bump. It's gonna
He might
clear
not
stress.
have,
He can still,
he might not have arc.
with analyzer, you can still take an action, yeah? Or is that
No,
not?
because of the bump.
Ship bumps is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he started stress, so pattern
Got
analyzer
it.
wouldn't help.
Wouldn't have worked. Okay. It's Caleb's Rex.
You should see Ron's Rex.
K-turn.
A 4K. Yeah, I thought maybe Ron would just try for an intentional bump there and let his Lorik take a range 1 shot into the enemy Rex. To start intentional bump train.
He can, if Jess is going to go ahead and shoot down the Y-wing, he can go ahead and suppress the Y-wing.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be range 2. Or is that? Yeah, that's Caleb's.
That's Caleb's Lorik.
That's going to be range 2 to Jess. So.
Well, Lorik's going to have to shoot at Biggs. So I
Yeah.
think Ron's Biggs is going
Has
to
already
go 1
moved.
bank.
Has he already moved? No.
No. So he should move Lorik first and then Biggs. And then let Biggs try to finish Rex. Then we'll just have some range 1 Wookiee gunship side arc.
Ugh.
Broadside action. I'm still waiting to see the ship that only shoots out the sides. Doesn't have a front arc.
Oh, you know it's coming. And there's Biggs.
Yep.
Yeah, range 1 to everybody. Except Rex, who's not being shot at.
Yeah, so that 4 dice with a focus and a 3 dice without a focus is going to be...
So this
So
would
this
be
is Lorik shooting at Biggs. And
1.
so he has Ray Crew, but I guess he does not have any tokens banked. So I think he bumped on like round 2, and so he must have spent them earlier. So of course, anytime with Ray,
he did.
you want to
He-
slow roll as much.
He had a
as
little
you
bit of
can.
a pilot skill issue
Yeah.
and jammed into the back of Rex a couple turns ago.
Yeah, having the mixed pilot skills makes this a lot more difficult to fly. And I think that's something people don't realize when they look at how strong it is. Having a 3, a 4,
that
and 2
is,
5s.
what did we just see there? Biggs?
Well, yeah,
Biggs
it's
range
shooting
1
Rex.
into Rex.
And hit crit.
Don't do that. Direct hit. He's dead. So there goes Rex. Yeah, it's manually focused to the table, so holding it up like that, I can't read it. Nope, that's not what I need. That's Rex. I see a lot of dice there. What's going on?
So I think Ron's Lorik just looked like 1 damage into the enemy Lorik. All right, so he's going to suppress that hit crit.
What's he suppressed? The Y-wing? Yep.
He's suppressed the Lorik.
Lorik. Okay.
Yeah, which is an interesting choice, although he made us think that the Y-Wing's not going to get into position soon enough to really be a threat. Because even that 2-turn next round...
Looks like a range 2 shot.
Yep.
Yep. So that's a range 2 shot into the Y.
Yeah, he's checking for range to see if he gets any rerolls. He should get 1. I don't think his Lorik is within range.
Hit crit.
He needs 1.
And,
Hit crit.
okay, so hit crit into the Y.
And that
Eyeball,
Y-Wing is
no
out
good.
has 1 shield left, so it will take that crit.
And the crit is...
Or he just had his shield token stacked.
Oh,
So.
okay.
My bad. That's the Y-Wing shooting at Rex. Well, now that's really interesting that he didn't shoot at the Y-Wing, because I would think you'd want to suppress that TLT. Because it's going to have 3 shots, and you suppress all 3 of them.
Here that comes. That's the first TLT shot.
And that's a hit.
It's a hit.
TLT number 2. 1. And that's a hit.
And that's a hit.
Yeah, suppress the TLTs, Ron. get good. You got to preserve MOV in the single elimination
Right.
rounds,
Gotta preserve that MOV.
Yeah, the dials also make this difficult. So having the 3 different pilot skills, plus Rex in the TIE Fighter is particularly tough because he can't go as slow as the other ships in the squad.
Right.
So you really have to think about where you're putting him. One thing that I had tried out for a while was having Rex and Rourke together, but a Hawk and a TIE Fighter do not like to fly in formation. Especially if you put the Hawk on the outside of your formation, its 3 bank is red, and so it just cannot possibly keep up with the TIE Fighter. So I think we're going to see a lot of this squad, and those nuances with piloting it are going to really separate out the people who've gotten a lot of practice with it against the. Am I allowed to say net deckers, or am I going to cause a shitstorm on your stream?
I don't think any. I mean, you're not.
All right.
As long as you're not calling someone
We'll
a
call
net
them.
decker.
All right.
They can all just deny it.
The people who've gotten practice
that's not
against
me.
the, let's say, the Hearthstone players.
I mean, they can all just say, "Well, he's not talking about me because I don't do that."
I am absolutely talking about you if you think I'm not talking about you, including Ron. But yeah, I know Ron has a ton of experience flying like 4 Rebel lists. So, he's been playing the game for at least 2 days, 5 days.
5 years.
5 years. I think Ron has been playing longer than the game's been out.
Since day one. Another bump for this Y-Wing. Dragging his heap of stress tokens along with him. Looks like Duncan and Nathan's game is over.
I think that Y-Wing might be able to get a kill.
Here comes a boost.
Yep.
To get a range 1 shot here from
And just to preserve arc, too.
Jess. What is that?
He may have missed arc.
What has Billy sent us? Oh, table
he's
flip.
flipping a table.
I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. A little slow on the uptake. I see it now, though.
Oh, he's just going to, I think, try to get a bump. Yeah,
Got a
that'll
bump
save
there.
Rex.
That'll save Rex from a shot.
Yep. And that suppressing fire will stay on until the end of the round when Rex doesn't shoot. So Lorik is still going to be suppressed. Still would have gone on the Y-Wing there, I think.
And there's a bump.
That's using the new flesh and bone maneuver templates that they gave out to the top 4. You are allowed to just pick up your ship and
pick it
move
up
it
and
where you
move it.
want. Yeah. You can also just set your dice to whatever result you like.
Shake things up.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people hit debris today, and I've not seen anybody roll it up.
In my game against Duncan, I had a 4 hit point Tomax, clip a debris, roll a major explosion, and die. He had a console fire, and I thought I could just YOLO it. I was trying to get a block with him, and he just poofed off the board.
There's a K-turn, I think, from Biggs.
Yep. Yeah, no reason not to. I think his Biggs is still fairly healthy.
Yeah, I think he's eaten two into shield or something, but not much. The OP T-65.
I think it just goes to show how incredibly strong Biggs' ability is. That
Sure.
you can put him on, say, arguably the worst ship in the game,
An utterly
and he is
irrelevant
still
ship.
one of the strongest pilots.
It's not an E-wing. Let's not get carried away. Now, when is
I don't know, Red Squad or
when is
Black
the
Moon
new
Squad?
when is the new Scum Aces set to release?
I'm not sure if we have a date yet. We're still waiting for one more preview article because we
Right.
have not seen
I would
the
think,
remaining K
I
Fighter.
would think this Monday or next, if they're
Yeah,
soon.
maybe Nationals.
Maybe. That was my question. I was curious if we'd see it before Nationals.
I could see it potentially coming out then, although I would hope we get something a little more exciting.
Nathan's packed up, so looks like Duncan advances to the final.
And that's why I don't feel like playing Duncan again. I don't think it's on the boat yet, the new expansion, so I think Gen Con maybe a little bit early.
So this would be Biggs shooting into who? Lorik or the Y-Wing? It's a little hyperbole. I don't think anyone thinks it's the worst ship in X-Wing. And a whiff, so that was into the Y-Wing, and he took 3. I think that kills him. No, it doesn't quite.
Sorry, Gardex, I forgot about the venerable U-Wing, which is a definite
U-Wing,
contender for worship.
E-Wing.
I'm still waiting to see 4 U-Wings with Tactician in the game.
Why?
It's a big arc, and you're going to block up
Punisher.
some shit.
Punisher
with lightweight frames and accuracy corrector is kind of brutal.
Yeah, but I mean, E-Wings have
It's
Corn, Horn, and Eton.
It's 9 hit points, 2
Eton.
green dice.
Now we're jaw jacking. We're not even paying attention. One crit is evaded. There was somebody. Oh, this must be the Y-Wing shooting at Biggs, maybe.
I think it would be
It takes one.
either Biggs or
It's got to be Biggs.
Biggs is the only target for the TLT.
Because he can't. Yeah, he couldn't shoot the.
Yeah, he could shoot the primary at Lorik.
Right. But he hasn't popped
So
his
it looks
astromech yet, so. Oh, he's stressed. All right, so this is Jess. Does she have?
Jess is not stressed.
No, does she have the Gold Squadron pilot in ARC? I can't. The perspective is a little weird. No, I guess not.
No.
They're back to dials.
And so it looks like
So
4 damage cards on the Y-Wing, I believe.
and somebody is carrying a damaged engine.
I believe that's the Wookiee gunship.
Okay.
I didn't see any crits go out on the Y-Wing.
What they need is some good crit tokens. I know a guy.
I'm still surprised we haven't seen the other unique Wookiee come out much. One where once you have 1 damage card on him, he gets to start throwing an extra attack die.
Oh.
Where if you have other people with selflessness and draw their fire, you can try to play around. Or I think maybe give him selflessness, give somebody else draw their fire.
But how many hull does he have? How many hull does a gunship have?
I think they're like 3/6.
3/6.
Yeah, they're pretty tough.
Okay.
I think is live dangerously with a R2D2 crew and try to get your shields back and hope that card doesn't turn up.
Carry the damage card and just tank it.
Keep rolling and see if you can flip it up. And hope that you don't run into Kylo Ren.
Well, Nathan, they're all on their way, and I definitely shipped yours. If you don't have them by next week, are you in the States? And there's the Y-wing. We're looking at a 3-bank. Big pile of crit stress tokens. New Zealand. Yeah, okay. It'll take a few days.
Yeah, it's on the boat.
On the boat. Definitely is. I shipped them last week.
It's going to be on the return trip after we get Guns for Hire and they ship the boat back over that way.
What if the boat... Well, actually, it's airmail, so it's on a plane. So Ron's Rex with a 1 turn. It looks like Jess has...
You might be able to barrel roll behind the enemy Lorik. Oh, no, he's stressed out.
Stressed all to pieces. But that Y-wing couldn't have more than a hull left, and Jess has got good arc on it now.
Yeah. Good arc, but... And I guess 2 rerolls, unless Biggs gets in closer.
And
See where...
conservative move from Biggs here.
Yeah.
He's going to take fire from Lorik, but...
I think at this point he's probably okay with that.
Yeah, he's out of inside tactician, so...
Yeah.
And we still haven't seen his IA, so he couldn't have that much damage on Biggs. I'm not sure. It's all up in Ron's little tray, his little caddy up there.
It looks like Jess still has 2 shields, but has used selflessness.
I mean, the Y-wing is out of it. So that's going to give us Caleb's Lorik, range 1 into Biggs, I guess. And he does have a focus token.
And it looks like my date is here.
Nice.
Finally, like half an hour late.
So he does spin the focus for 3 hits into Biggs.
And I can tell you obviously are not late because you're at home doing your hair.
Biggs should have to pop IA here.
All right, so I'm going to let the rest of y'all get back to having an enjoyable listening experience.
Thanks, sir. Well,
And,
thanks for the help, not for leaving.
Give Aaron money and get some awesome tokens and then wreck face with them. I guess your own face because you put them on your own ships.
You're right. Thanks, bud. Okie dokie. So now I'm back by my lonesome. Not really sure where we're at here. Had to make room for Derek to scoot. Oh, so I did miss that Y-wing exiting stage left. So it looks like, barring a miracle, here shortly we'll be watching Ron and Duncan in the final. Going to move Lorik out of the way. A big 3 turn from Jess. And focus. Magic is going to try to get 2 straight from Rex. Clear one of his stresses. Takes us to Lorick. The 1 bank left. No. And still stressed. What's he rolling for there? Oh, trying to clear a crit. Structural damage. I think he was just trying to show us that that's what he was trying to clear. It looks like 2 cards down on Lorick, so if he's got 6 hull, this should be over shortly. He's out of range. This should just be no re-rolls. Should be just Jess at range 2 into the back end of Lorick with a focus. And that's 3 hits. And that should leave Lorick. That should leave Lorick with 1 hull left. As this one winds down. Oh, did he clip the debris? The angle's weird. I didn't realize he had clipped it. I assumed he was trying to clear a crit effect. But in any case, he's down to 1 hull. Here's Jess. Just 3 straight. Make sure she keeps. Did it bump? I guess they decided it did. There's a 2-turn. Looks like a 2 straight from Biggs. And Ron's Lorick swinging back around. Maybe get back into the fight here. Looks like 3 bank left. 3 turn left. Okay. But still, he's going to get a shot at Biggs here. But I think this might wrap it up. He's going to have a range 3 shot from Rex and a range 2 shot from Jess. So that should get it done. And just 1 hit. And it goes through. And so that kills Biggs. So now we should have a range 3 shot from Rex. Yep. Looks to be obstructed. but he is suppressed now, so any damage that Jess rolls is curtains. Hit crit from Rex. So a good game. Brannan defeats Caleb in the semifinal, and we'll be moving on here in just a minute to the final round. That'll see Ron playing Duncan Howard, who won a store championship down at Island last week. So give me just a few minutes. Let's get that set up. We'll get the list information up, and we'll see you here in a few.